All right, you guys. So I want to start a series about the very topic that many of you voiced interest in, and that is how do I build and grow my business, my Mary Kay business, slowly, authentically, and just do something that I feel good about that really adds to other people's lives and isn't just some race to go do something for myself. And I can relate. I can relate. This year has been a year of utter transformation in my view of what it means to be in business, any kind of business, of what it should look like to be a part of our company. It has been a mind-shifting year, and I'm so grateful. It's been awesome. And so I've learned from a lot of different resources. I highly recommend checking out those resources. Most of what I'm going to share in our series is not my original stuff. I've put my twist on it. I'm trying to convey it to you, but I'm not claiming to own this information. And tonight, the info that I want to share is from Donald Miller. Donald Miller is an author. He has done all kinds of stuff, but he is the founder of Story Brand, and he's all about helping people communicate what they do in a way that is clear and that generates more sales. And that becomes a passive situation to where their communication is so clear that they have income flowing in because people get it. And the words that they use and the message that they share communicates to the person who needs what they have, and they buy. And isn't that what we want? None of us want to chase people around. None of us want to be on this hamster wheel of searching for new leads and people all the time. Like, that's not the lives that we want to live. We want to feel like people come to us because they have a value for what we're doing, that people come to us wanting what we have, right? Isn't that like our wildest, happiest dream? Like, man, if people just came to me, I would love to help them. Well, that's what he's about, is helping you do that. So I've heard several interviews with Donald, and one was on the Business Boutique podcast, and that the Business Boutique is all about women, and it's helping women make money doing what they love. So he was like the guest speaker on their second episode, and so that's kind of what I'm pulling from, although I have heard him a few times. So I just want to start into this topic and help you guys start thinking through for yourselves what does this look like? What is it to story brand what you're doing? And he starts by saying the number one thing that people need to know, no matter what you're doing, no matter whether you're, building something big or just small, if you represent a brand of some sort, a company of some sort, they need to know, what do you sell? How will it make my life better? And how do I buy it? That is all they need to know. What do you sell? How does it make my life better? How do I buy it? They don't need the history of the company or the background of your story. Honestly, in this busy day and age, especially when people are working with you in a quick mode or online or seeing your, social media, that stuff is noise, and it will be shut off and they will move away, not because they're bad people or they don't care about you, but because our minds are inundated. We are overwhelmed with information and stuff, and our brains cannot hold on to it all. They have to get rid of something, and so they get rid of needless details. So the most important thing is that what you communicate hits someone right at the point of their life and their survival. He says, every person is basically the hero in their own story. And companies that succeed are the companies that do not try to be the hero for the person. That doesn't work, because that person's like, oh, you're a hero? Great, so am I. I'm a hero over here. Good luck to you, hero. No. We want to position ourselves through our brand, through our business, through our company as the guide to the person, the guide to the hero. We are their Yoda. And we come along with solutions, with results, with resolution to problems that they are dealing with. And when we are disciplined to keep our communication about the customer and not talk about our brand, that's when you win. And he has seen it over and over and over and over again. Like literally people make this shift, this small shift in the way they communicate what they do, and just adjust how that is said, in their communication of Facebook or website, stuff like that, and literally they see an instant change in connection. And so that's what we want. We want to put forward something that people connect to. They don't connect to, hey, we have the #1 best-selling brand. Hey, we have, the best products, and we are made here in America, and it's a company for women, of women, by women. Like, all those things have their place, but the very root of it is, how will we make their lives better? What can we do for them? What do we offer? And he has a funny example. He says, you will literally sell more if you walk into a room and say, I sell this product because people struggle with this problem. And it makes them feel like this. But after they use my product, they feel so much better. It's $10.99 at www.com. He's like, if you say that, you will literally see a change versus saying, hey, I represent this brand. We love doing business with these people. We love helping people, and we are based in this state, and we, started this long ago, and we've done all of these things for, like, that's just not important when you're working on building loyalty. It's all about those people. We are the guide to the people's lives. And all it takes to be a guide is empathy and authority. So empathy is just expressing that you care, that you understand the pain that they're walking through, especially the internal. Like, it's not just, hey, I need lipstick, but like, hey, I know it can be frustrating when you don't know what really looks good on you. Or I know it's hard when your skin does something crazy and you don't know how to fix it. Or you walk into the store and there's a million products and you don't know which ones you need. Like those kind of things. So if we can have empathy and voice that we care and we understand their pain, and then that we actually can help solve the problem, that's the key. The brand, our business, is a guide. The customer is the hero. We don't talk about ourselves. If someone says, what do you do? Don't focus on the features of your business. I have a website and I do, door-to-door service, delivery, and I'll customize for you. And we have this great, environment. Mary Kay's so awesome. Don't talk about the features of your business. Talk about the benefit to the customer. I help women feel confident in their own skin. I help women figure out what products they really need and how to get them in their budget. I'm just kind of throwing it out there, but when you describe or talk about Mary Kay, it should never have details about you or about our business. That should come way later. Up front, when you're initially connecting, when you're just living life, it's always, what do you do for someone else? What are you doing to serve women? And it's not, what are you doing? What are the customers benefiting? How are they benefiting? And so I hope this makes sense. But what I want to encourage you to do is to think through, how would you explain your business in these 3 pieces? Number 1, what's the problem that women are having? Number 2, what's the plan that you have to help them? And then 3, how will that problem be resolved? What's the resolution look like? So if you could make a one-liner, like a 2-phrase, like seriously, like just barely more than 1 sentence explanation of your business, how would you explain it in the terms of benefit to the customer? So you're going to address the problem they may be having, the plan you have to help, and then what's the resolution of that problem. So let me give you an example that Donald Miller gave us of a one-liner. He said, most business leaders struggle to communicate what they do. Problem. We've developed a 7-part framework to help business owners communicate clearly. Plan. What they do so more people buy. Resolution. So most business leaders struggle to communicate what they do. He's talking about a problem that people have. We've developed a 7-part framework. There's the plan that he's offering to help people communicate clearly so more people buy. That's awesome. That's what people want. And so when he describes his business, that's what he says. He doesn't say, well, I do a podcast and I'm writing a book and I work with a lot of companies to help them like communicate. He hits right at the heart of what is the problem that he is helping people with. And then if somebody has that problem, if somebody can relate to that, boom, they're going to latch right onto it. And that's the huge difference that he's noticed. So I want you to think about, if you were going to explain your business in the terms of benefit to the customer, not features of your business, how would you express in like 2 sentences like his, the problem women face, the plan that you have, and the resolution of that problem? What would that sound like for you? This isn't, what am I going to say? This is something that you'll be able to personally grab onto and relate to, and then also be able to help when somebody asks you about what you do, that you could say it to them and that it would make sense and it would connect to their heart. And there's no right or wrong. That's the beauty of this. And that's the whole point of our Mary Kay company, is that you are going to tailor this to who you are, even to the needs of the women you want to meet. You can't do everyone, but if you do anyone, it'll be no one. So really narrow down, what problem do you really get excited to help with? What do you think? Send me some of your thoughts. I would love to hear what you're working on and how you're kind of trying to put your words together. And if you have a question as well, let me know. I would love to interact with you guys on this. It would be my joy.